Hey guys, Robo Raptor K here, and with my second video. I know it's not that far away, but you're gonna get used to it for a while because I am just starting out. Sorry you can't see my face right now because it is late at night, like I just said in my other video. If I didn't, pretty much. So yeah, here's my life story. I have a life story going on today, and some strange happened one day. It's kind of a little bit of drama, kind of a little bit of that, but it turns out okay. But there was this one time at the museum. Now, this turned out funny. It was a school trip to the Natural History Museum in Philadelphia, if anyone knows where that is at. If you do, good for you. So this is what happened. My mom took me because she didn't trust me going on the bus because every now and then someone would get into a fight. One kid would get in a fight with the bus driver, a kid would smack the teacher, all that stuff would go down. But on that one day, something happened big. They was bringing in this new attraction. I'm not trying to sound Jurassic World shit right now, but it was this heart slide and thing. It was like you go through a human heart, and you see all the things going on in it, and you slide down, and the thing was big. And there's this kid in our class, we call him Terrible Tommy. Yeah, pretty ironic name, don't you think? If you don't know. But Terrible Tommy always gets in trouble. He fed almost every animal in our last field trip at the zoo. He always picks fight with someone, even if they're a bully, and he stood up for me once, but also took something away from me. So yeah. So when he sees it, he bolts right to it, but the teacher gets in his way. Every time that something new happens in front of Terrible Tommy, he has to go and try to destroy it. I don't know what's with the guy, but it doesn't even matter anymore. The guy was just on his game, and yeah, this is also what happened. He ran toward it again and again, ramming the teacher almost out of the way. He got sent to the back of the line where I was with my mom, and then he bit me. I yelled at my pain, and the teachers came over and ran. All of them. Not even one stood by. The kids were free to run around and such. All of them went beeline to the, I think it was a space part of the museum where the teachers could still see them. But Tommy, he was the only kid who went towards that heart. He found a socket wrench and smacked it a couple times. One of the teachers ran over there. I forgot her name. It was like Mrs. Pulowski or something. She ran over there and tried to pull it away from him. He was swinging it all around. He was breaking ankles. He was doing everything. And then one of the security guards came over. He's like, "What's going on over here?" And then he hits him with the socket wrench. Tommy hit the security guard with the socket wrench in the knees, and everyone, and I was like, "Timber!" Because at the time I was like 6, and that was my last field trip. So yeah, I was having the time of my life. But so was Tommy. He was having a fun time, but the officer was not good. And at the time, you wouldn't even know what a Xbox 360 was. But it was funny as heck. And he said, what are those? And how that thing is kind of old. Well, he kind of said that, but he said, "What the heck are those pieces of crud?" It was a little long, but I kind of knew where he was going with it. So, yeah, man, he was bombing it. So, we were just running. I started beelining to the door. because Tommy pointed that socket wrench at me. And my mom was here, I'm like, I'm good, I'm good. Because everyone was all like cluttering me because I was kind of cute back then. But when he pointed that thing towards me, I felt like Chucky was about to come at me and slice me in half. Because he had that little Chucky haircut with the orange hair, and he ran after me. He was in his suspenders, wearing some little colored clothing, and I ran, and then when he blew through everyone past their feet with the socket wrench in his hand, and they saw him chasing me. So I had my like, because it was like kind of winter out, and I had a heavy behind coat on me. This thing slowed me down fast, so I took it off. Tommy slips on it, and he runs into one of the dinosaur exhibits. He runs into a T-Rex skeleton that almost falls, but good thing, good thing. Only like little like crumbs and stuff came down, and then he kept chasing me with the wrench, even though he slipped on my coat. And the teachers are coming in and they grab him. They finally grab him, but I kept running. I didn't know what to say. And then my mom is in front of me and she stops me. She stopped me dead in my tracks. I run, I'm flailing. She says, calm down, calm down, calm down. He's gone, he's gone. And then all I hear is someone yell excruciatingly loud. My mom covers my ears, I cover my ears, someone in the next room covers their ears. I could see like 5 or 6 people covering their ears because in the next room, Tommy was screaming to his pipe's content. He was screaming so loud that a baby, a toddler, started crying his eyes out. And I was starting to cry myself because it was so bad. It was so bad because when one kid starts crying, it triggers a trail of kids start crying. Then I started crying. Then our class started crying. And then all you could hear in the museum is crying. Then the teachers calmed us all down but Tommy. After a school field trip, everyone had something for the gift shop except Tommy. No one could grab that socket wrench out of his hand because at this time, he was one of the only kids in our class that had growing sharp teeth. Every time they tried to take it away from him, he would bite them. Literally. So no one even tried to take it away from him anymore because he did so much pain to them. After he chased me, we was talking after it, and he talks to me about the happened. He says, "Hey man, what's going on? I was just hitting people. Yeah, sorry for chasing you, but you did have it coming." I was like, "What did I do? Remember when you tripped on me, dude? That was a week ago." And don't say it because I don't even know what it meant. Because don't be like, "About a week ago, week ago." Yeah, I ain't going there. So yeah, that would happen. I know it's kind of sketchy, but and how this whole thing sounds, it sounds kind of sketchy and unreal. But when you have bruises and bumps on your head, and that's how I really got my first pimple. Just kidding. But I have another life story tomorrow that you're really gonna want to hear. But yeah, guys, the museum, a fun place to be. But never get chased by Tommy when he has a socket wrench in his hand. Just never goes good. He hit too many people. Actually, on the bus, he still had it though. After he came off the field trip, his parents were there. And there were like 5 cars all waiting there. And then when Tommy came out, all of the doors opened. I'm like, oh shoot, oh shoot. And I run into someone. And it was Tommy's dad. We met him before at a conference meeting. And my mom, it was like a get together at the It's like a carriage house, and my mom took me there to go meet everyone at my school because they're having this little thing that school was only renting out for a little bit. So they might as well use it as a conversation and get used to everyone. So, yeah, his dad is there. Big, big beard. I start sneezing because whenever I get close to him, I sneeze. And when I started sneezing, Tommy came over and just said, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy, I have a toy." And he started acting like a freaking toddler who just came from the freaking supermarket with a new toy. And he says, and his dad is like, "Get in the car." But Daddy, 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 he said, "Now." And Tommy just shut himself up and put himself in that car as fast as he could. His little legs could go. And I kept on sneezing. My mom was all like, "Hey, thank you for containing your kid there." And he said, "No problem." So yeah, man, the museum was a crazy place that day. When Tommy's around, like he was never absent that whole school year. He was never absent until I moved. Tommy actually he actually moved out of town. I still am kind of in touch with him right now, and yeah, he's actually living in California. I know it's a little sketchy place to be in, but he is living in California, and he is visiting his aunt right now. So yeah, I don't really get in touch with him anymore. But yeah, man, that's Tommy. He never really learned. So yeah, guys, that's my first life story, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be showing up music sometime soon, tomorrow maybe. I'm gonna start up a schedule, and yeah. I have an Instagram. I don't know how to do the links. You know me. I don't know how to do anything. I know this life story is a little long, but it's my first actual YouTube video. So yeah, guys, have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.